welcome to another episode of Jay's Beer Review. Like all my reviews, I try to mix it up and have different types of things going on just to make it a little fun. And today's pumpkin beer review, what I decided to do is about a mile down my road, there's a cornfield, and I decided today to do my review in the cornfield. Now, the review I'm going to do today is another beer that I've previously had, and what I did was, of all the 19 different pumpkin beers that I'm going to be reviewing over the month, I wanted to do the ones that I've already tasted in the past first, and then switch over to the ones I've never had afterwards. So with the exception of the one surprise that I had at Dennis's house, every single other one that you've seen so far I have had in the past, including the one I'm going to do today. And then after today, it's going to transition over from the ones I've had in the past to ones I've never had, so it's going to be a complete surprise. So I guess you would kind of say that this is like the climaxing point of my pumpkin beer reviews. So I want to save what I think was the best pumpkin beer that I've ever had for at least the first half of my pumpkin beer reviews. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and reveal that it is the Southern Tier Imperial Pumking beer. It's an Imperial Pumpkin Ale, and it's a Pumking, and there's probably a reason why they call it the Pumking, because it's probably the king of all pumpkin beers. Real quickly, Southern Tier is kind of like the hidden gem of New York. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of Saranac and Brooklyn. Those are real popular breweries in New York, but Southern Tier is a New York brewery that not a whole lot of people know a ton about, and they make some of the best beers not only in New York State but in the entire United States. The alcohol percent on this one is 9%, so it's going to be almost double what we have been sampling. It is an Imperial. It says to use a goblet, but on ratebeer.com it said use a same as all pumpkin beers. I have kind of like a tulip glass for this one. It's a Guinness tulip glass, so I'm going to use this one just because of traveling outside, down the road. I want to make it easy. Now the only other thing is, on my way here I seem to have lost my can opener. I hope it's in the car or right by the car, because it fits somewhere lost in this bushes of a cornfield. I'll probably never find it, so I'm gonna have to use the teeth because that's all I have. But here we go. Alright, let's go ahead and give this a pour. Now this is a bomber, so it might take me a little longer than usual to drink it, because it's not just a quick 12 ounce, and the 9% alcohol as well is sure to do some damage. Alright, well that's half the bottle anyway. So start with, we have a pretty orange in color. I wouldn't even call it copper, I'd call it orange. There's not a whole lot of carbonation, but there is a little bit of floating things going on in there. Not a lot, just a little bit. We have about a 3-finger head on this one, and as you can see, it's pretty creamy as well. Let's go ahead and give it a smell. The smell on this is so fantastic. I mean, of all the pumpkin beers, this is unlike every other pumpkin beer I've ever had. The smell is a lot sweeter than most pumpkin beers I've had. Sweeter in the notes of like graham cracker, or how a s'mores would smell in a way. Unlike pumpkin, it's more like graham cracker. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste. That is so damn good. This is one sip of this, and I already can tell you, this beer is fantastic. For starters, most pumpkin beers have that pumpkin-y taste with the spiciness of cinnamon, nutmeg, even a little vanilla. This one here is so creamy and sweet and delicious. First off, you do get the sense of the taste of pumpkin in it, but pumpkin is not even the #1 flavor you get. The best way I could describe it is a pumpkin pie crust. The crust of a pumpkin pie, that graham cracker crust that you get. It's so delicious. You could almost, if someone blindfolded me and didn't tell me it was, I'd almost say it was a s'mores beer or a graham cracker beer more than a pumpkin beer. It's unlike every other beer I've ever had. It's so fantastic. Look at that head just sit there on top, nice and creamy. It's so sweet and delicious. Not only that, 9% alcohol by volume is an ass kicker. I mean, you drink a full bomber of this by yourself, I don't care who you are, you're going to have at least a little bit of a buzz. And because it's so sweet and delicious, you don't even taste the alcohol at all. Yeah, the presence of alcohol is there, but it doesn't taste boozy like any type of imperial beer that I've ever had. It's very, very drinkable for a 9%. And I was fortunate enough at my local wedding reception, I got a 6-barrel of this on tap, and it went pretty quick. So, but what a delicious beer. This is, as far as pumpkin beers go, this is the best one I've ever had. And going forward with the next 8 or 9 beers I have left, it's going to be a challenge to be better than this. Not only is it a fantastic pumpkin beer, it's just a fantastic beer in general. From beginning to end, you know, it drinks real easy, a little bit of booze, but nothing crazy. Sweet graham cracker flavor, and just a little hint of a bitter finish. I mean, all beers should have some sort of bitter finish to some degree, but it's very, very minute as far as the bitter finish. It's so good, it makes you want to have a piece of pumpkin pie right now with some whipped cream. I challenge any beer or pumpkin beer to be better than this. Alright, well, I'm back, and as you can see here, I have just a little bit of beer here left. I did drink that entire 22 ounce, and let me tell you, I had to drink it pretty quickly because I didn't want to be sitting in someone's property in the middle of their cornfield for a long time. So I had to drink it quickly, and I'm already feeling the effects of the booziness, or from the booze already. So I would definitely say drink with caution because it will sneak up on you. But the flavor from beginning to end, I mean, it's just so delicious all the way to the very last sip. And you can see on 22 ounces, look at the lacing on the glass, and even the head is still there and creamy and thick. I mean, this beer was just so fantastic. I finally found a pumpkin beer that I would constitute as what I think about what a pumpkin beer should taste like. This is right on the money. For anyone who likes pumpkin beers, I think you're gonna absolutely love this beer. Even if you don't like imperial beers, you don't even really know, other than the fact that you get a little drunk from it. But it ain't like tough on you. You like how, you know, some imperial beers can really hit you pretty hard. And even if you're not a pumpkin beer lover, I think anybody would like this beer. I can't imagine how anybody who really enjoys craft beer and understands what a good craft beer is and all about, I don't find any way possible that somebody can not find this beer to be at least good. Personally, to me, I find it fantastic. But I'm going to go ahead and drink this last little sip, if I can, and give you my final thoughts and grade. Oh, that's good. Even that head right at the end stayed right with me. Look at that lacing. I even want that. But as far as final thoughts and grades, this is a top-notch beer. It's quite possibly could be listed as a top 5 favorite of mine, or a perennial favorite. I think the only thing that would stop me from listing as a top 5 favorite is because it's a seasonal beer, and I kind of try to stay away from listing a seasonal beer as a personal favorite, but it really, really is deserving to be right there with those. But it is without a doubt a top-notch beer. As far as the other pumpkin beers that I had, this is double in alcohol. This is also double in pleasure, I guess you would say. It is without a doubt the best pumpkin beer I've ever had. Like I said, there's still more out there that I need to try, and there's even 2 on ratebeer.com that are listed above this that I can't get around here. And I would love to try those just to see for myself. But, I mean, without a doubt, this blows every other pumpkin beer that I had away, and it blows just about every beer I had away. But again, that was the Southern Tier, New York brewed Pumking, and it is the king of the pumpkin beers, I can say. So till next time, thanks for watching.